Hello everyone, we are Syndicate 1, Executive MBA 64, and we will be presenting Scenario Planning Bank 4.0 Industry at PT ABC.
This presentation is part of midterm exam for strategic decision-making and negotiation course.
Before we begin, let me introduce our team. There is Joa Joshua Evan Wahyudi, Putri Nirurika Sofia Dewi, Dila Fadila Salma, and me, myself, Dila Nadia Pratiwi.
Without further ado, let's start the presentation by watching the video about the future of banking.
Within the last decade, technology has changed the way we bank. Today, banking is connected to our phones. But by 2030, banking will be completely virtual. More than 2 billion people will have digital bank accounts on digital platforms. The vast majority of banks will be completely virtual, facilitated by digital banking, fueled by data on the cloud, and made faster and safer by blockchain technology. In the future, banks will create a unique profile of you, use tools that aggregate all of your data, spending habits, digital identity, and future plans. The future of banking means making precise predictions. The bank of the future will be personalized, platform-based, super safe, and digital.
Now we are going to discuss about scenario planning stages. How to conduct scenario planning. We have to follow 5 stages to finish a scenario planning. The first stage is orientation. What is the key focal issues of our organization? The important long-range consequences for our organization. The second stage is exploration. What are the driving forces from our key focal issue? The third stage is scenarios. What scenarios build the framework? We decide the most uncertainty and the highest impact from our driving forces, and we build what are the scenarios from those driving forces. The stage 4 is options. What are the robust strategies? What are the implications and the options to complete or to solve the implications of our strategies? And the 5th stage is integration. What are the early warning signals from our strategies, from our scenario that we already decided before?
In the first stage, we will be talking about key focal issue and business idea analysis. The key focal issue that our syndicate has selected is how will the Bank 4.0 concept affect customer satisfaction with services at PT Bank ABC in 2031? Business idea analysis consists of 7 aspects: identify the needs in society, entrepreneurial invention, testing competencies, competitive advantages, how to sustain value or creation, investment, and resource. The need in society for Bank 4.0 are get fast and efficient service, get service that does not require queuing, service by online, accessible banking so that customers do not need to come to the branch office, low to zero admin fee and higher interest, and easy and fast lending process. The entrepreneurial invention from Bank 4.0 are one-stop banking solution, integrated banking system, including investment, digital bank application service with ability of online consultation, including registration, alternative credit scoring using AI that will assess all customers in Indonesia. The distinct competencies in Bank 4.0 are alternative credit scoring and robust infrastructures. Competitive advantages of Bank 4.0 are AI and big data, first bank without any physical office, super fast service, and huge amount of capital. How to sustain value or creation is by continuous improvement, service, and system. The investments needed in Bank 4.0 are for research and development, technology, capital, human capital development. Lastly, the resource needed for Bank 4.0 are software development team, training and development, system integrator, cloud for saving data, and risk management team.
Stage 2, explorations. In this stage, we will identify what are our driving forces for Bank 4.0 industry, so we can understand the most uncertainties surrounding the key focal issue. Now, we will identify the driving forces for our business environment. The analysis will be divided by 3 parts. There is contextual environment, transactional environment, and organizational environment. The first part is contextual environment, that we can control the situations and uncertainty. In this case, we found that COVID-19 pandemic, government regulations, development of digital technology, trends of digital technology, fintech development, and directions. For the second part is the transactional environment, which could be forced the user. In this case, we found that customer demand, market price, and competitor move. And the last part is organizational environment. This part is talking about the internal company regulations and policy. In this case, we found that digital technology adoptions, management capability, asset utilization, operation efficiency, employee capability, leadership effectiveness, and business development. After we identify the driving forces, we list them and plot them from the low to high, based on the most impactful and the most uncertainty that can impact our business performance. We found that 2 critical uncertainty. They are customer demand for service and the trends of digital technology. Stage 3, scenario creations. In this stage, we are going to explain about scenario creations and narrative scenario. As previously we discussed the critical and uncertainty driving forces, we create the scenario for customer demand of service and the trends of digital technology as our driving forces. In the scenario, from the key focal issue, we create the 4th scenario, namely delay, hustling, missing out, and sluggish. As you can see, all the scenario created based on situation and related to the critical driving forces. For delay scenario happen when the situation is high customer demand of service and slow trends of digital technology. For the hustling scenario happen when the situation is high customer demand of service and fast trends of digital technology. For the missing out scenario happen when the situation is low customer demand of service and fast trends of digital technology. And the last quadrant, for the sluggish scenario happen when the situation is low customer demand of service and low trend of digital technology. From this first situation, we are going to see what kind of scenario we have created. using the critical driving forces of customer demand of service and digital technology trends. Now, we are going to talk about narrative scenario. First, delay scenario. The rapid development of technology must be followed by the readiness of everyone. The low level of awareness to adopt digital technology trends has been causing the firm with the concept Bank 4.0 to source technology and human capital from abroad. This causes customer satisfaction with the Bank 4.0 to be low when the demand for Bank 4.0 service increases. Second, hustling scenario. Bank 4.0 has developed rapidly and is embedded in everyday life. Bank 4.0 implemented by almost all banks in Indonesia. Public interest and ability to invest and borrow capital is quite high. The high demand from customer causes competition between digital banks to become increasingly fierce. Third, missing out scenario. This concept of Bank 4.0 has not been heard by many. Customers are still satisfied with going to a physical bank or they are not ready to embrace the new banking system. The phenomena is resulting in a stagnant market and low foreign investment in Indonesia due to the unready infrastructures. The last scenario is sluggish scenario. Digital banking systems are growing rapidly across the world. Nevertheless, the trend in Indonesia is still low. The awareness of society about technology and the benefit of banking system still need more improvement. The low demand of service make banks reluctant to improve their technology.
Now we are going to discuss about option consideration, the fourth stage of scenario planning. We will design an implications and options that are possible from our scenario. If we see the high fast trend of digital technology and the high customer demand services will create several implications. The first one, the emergence of various new regulations from the government. Second one, higher automation. Third one, barrier to entry is low. And the fourth one is threat of new entrants. And what are the options to solve that implication? The first one is tightening government regulation. The second one, develop customer data protection. The third one, develop IoT, AI, and machine learning. The fourth one is invest on advanced technology infrastructure to meet customer demand. And if from the graph, the fast trend of digital technology is high but low customer demand service, what are the implications? The implications are low technology adaptation, unnecessary development costs, and falling behind from international advancement. And what are the options? The options from the fast trend, digital technology, and low customer demands of service will create campaign or brand awareness for adopting the technology, reevaluate development costs, adjust technology development while continuously spread brand awareness, and also adopt technology from abroad while developing in-house tech and training the community. And how about when the trend of digital technology is low and also a low customer demand of service? It will create an implications lagging behind other countries and society will unwilling to use banking services. And what are the options from those implications? The first one, developing advanced technology, increasing customer awareness about high technology benefits, increasing customer value, and create an exit strategy. And how about the high customer demand of service and slow trend of digital technology? It will create an implications, outsource technology and human capital from abroad, and customer satisfaction toward Bank 4.0 become low. So what are the options? The first one, training digital talent and software programmer to follow digital technology trends and prepare advanced technology while simultaneously improving other areas such as service or interest rate.
At this stage, we will discuss early warning signals as leading indicators and scenarios used to evaluate strategic options. By understanding this stage, it is hoped the management can understand and analyze the latest business conditions so they can carry out various strategies and scenarios that are in accordance with the times and the needs of the company. In the first scenario, which is hustling, the signals are the publication of the book Bank 4.0 Banking Everywhere, Never at a Bank by Brad King, and the second one, trend of digitizing all sectors. And the action to respond to the signal is investing in people skills and technology infrastructure. In the second scenario, which is missing out, the signals are skepticism sentiment towards Bank 4.0 campaign, and the second one, foreign investor pulling their money from the local business and put it abroad. And the action to respond to the signal are prepare brand awareness, and the second one, tighten and maintain communication with foreign investor to prevent such occurrences happening. In the third scenario, which is sluggish, the signals are unhealthy competition and declining economic growth. And the action to respond to the signals are developing advanced technology and increasing brand awareness. In the fourth scenario, which is delay, the signal is increase skilled labor working abroad, and the action to respond to the signal is provide an attractive salary offer for workers to keep working in the country. That's all the scenario planning for Bank 4.0. We hope our presentation can give you and especially us some lesson and insight that we can use in the future. Thank you.